Hello and welcome to our 4 January constellations. This month, Gemini can be seen from nearly everywhere. It's visible without a telescope and is shaped like two people holding hands. This pair, Castor and Pollux, were best friends and heroes. Castor was a fearsome warrior and Pollux was a skilled boxer, and they had many adventures together. Unfortunately, Castor was human while Pollux was part god and so could live forever. When the sad time came and Castor died, Pollux was heartbroken. Zeus took pity on him and made his friend immortal too. He placed them both in the night sky so they could stay together for the rest of time. Next up is the asterism, the Pleiades. You can find it in the Taurus constellation, and at least 6 of its stars are bright enough to be seen without a telescope. If you're very sharp-eyed, you might even be able to spot a 7th star. In ancient Greek mythology, the Pleiades were 7 sisters who were the daughters of a sea goddess and a titan. Orion, our 3rd constellation, is one of the best known and is really easy to find even by those who are not starstruck. Also known as the Hunter, Orion stands proudly in the sky with his belt of 3 stars shining brightly. It's this line of stars that makes Orion stand out. In one ancient Greek myth, he loved the hunter goddess Artemis and he lived with her in the forest. Unfortunately, her brother Apollo really didn't like him and tricked Artemis into killing Orion with an arrow. Taurus, from our October guide, can still be seen in the January sky. This constellation is often linked to the ancient Greek god Zeus, who liked to disguise himself as a bull, which is a little bit weird. In Babylonian stories, Taurus was known as the bull of heaven, and in one tale he had his rear end torn off by a protective Babylonian hero. This was then thrown into the sky, where it became the stars of what we now know as Ursa Major and Ursa Minor. January's full moon, the wolf moon, is named after the howling of the hungry wolves crying about the lack of food in midwinter. It can be seen on the 25th, and other names include Old Moon and Ice Moon. Look out for the guide again in February and enjoy the winter skies.